أكبر الله أكبر ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So in today's video I am going to explain why the coronavirus is in our lives and what we have been doing to Allah that upset himself. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always trusts us. He trusts us to do things, but we don't do them. For example, He asks us to pray. But imagine someone else was 20 years old and he never prayed. How bad will that be? Like 20 years old and you're not praying. That would be horrible. And what's the point of being a Muslim if you're not going to pray? That's why we have to fix these things that we are doing. Like, I'm not saying that you do it, but imagine that you could have done it. Like, you could have not prayed Fajr or something in the morning. You could have not prayed Isha in the night. Could have not prayed Maghrib. All these things are good things that are actually useful. And sometimes I make mistakes myself, but I fix them at the end. Some people don't fix them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is basically saying we all have to pray and do good things. So if the 20-year-old was not praying, what danger could that 20-year-old person put everyone into? Well, Allah could have, like for example, He could have put coronavirus way back at the beginning, because the 20-year-old, like, to make the 20-year-old feel sad about what he's doing. Another bad thing that someone could have done here is that some old person was about to sit down on a bus. Someone else sees a free seat. They see the old person going to it. They run to that seat and say, sorry, you're too late, or whatever. Something like that. And then later, the old person has to stand up. How bad and selfish would that person feel? Alhamdulillah, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but that is really sad, because some old person trying to go to a seat and nearly there, and some other person comes in, says, sorry, you're too slow. Like, how bad would you feel yourself if you did that? Another bad thing that you could have done is that you could not respect your family members. Like your mum. Your mum gives you lots of things, PS4, Xbox, whatever, and then later you disrespect her. You, like, in one thing. So, like, she gives you a PS4, she gives you an Xbox, nothing else. She gives you like 2 controllers each, and then later, like, what else do you need? And then later you're like, oh mum, I really want this Nintendo. Imagine your mum was like, no, like that person's mum, yeah, could have been like, no, I already got you an Xbox, I already got you a PS4, you can't spend any more money on these stuff, we'll spend more money after we get it. Imagine that same person who wanted a Nintendo Switch literally got so angry and blamed her mum on it. Like, that would be really sad. I would feel terrible. Then later, yeah, like, even I could have done that, but I didn't. Like, I didn't have anything, but I have a PS4 and stuff, but I really wanted more things. But my mum said I couldn't get it. I got, like, so angry at the same time. And yeah, another thing that you could have done here is disrespect your friends. A friend is trying to help you with something. you really appreciate it. When your friends need help, you could have easily like you don't even know what, like for example he needed help, and then later he needed help in his homework, and you done the homework, so he asks you. You're like, no, I don't want to help. How selfish is that? Like, only treating yourself with that same homework when your friend needs help and he helps you with something else. Wouldn't you feel bad? And yeah. Okay, those are all a lot of negative things. Alhamdulillah, I'm not trying to scare you anything once again, and yeah, inshallah you like this and you like what I'm saying and you agree on me. Please comment you agree with me. Please comment down below if you agree. Please like, Jazakallahu khairan. I will really appreciate it. But let's go on to real positive things. So you could have saw some poor homeless person who finally knew where his mum is, and then later he doesn't have any like things like any bus trips or anything. He begs for money on the floor, and then later some rich or some person who had enough money for a bus ride could have gave that person money, and that person would have been so grateful. The poor person would have made dua for the person a lot of times, like for example, to get whatever he wants to get, to have a nice rest, to have like lots of good deeds. Alhamdulillah, that person would have been good, and yeah. And then later he goes to his mum and finally he's happy he can stay with his mum, and yeah. Or you could have gave an old person a seat, or someone is sick and they really feel really ill. You could have done something like you could have let me think. You could have gave your seat away to that old person, the person who is at the back who's feeling really sick. That same person would feel really grateful if you're giving your seat away. That's all these good things that will give you reward. They contain many reward and good deeds, and inshallah you're gonna get a lot of stuff in Jannah. Inshallah you go to Jannah. Inshallah none of us go to Jahannam. Inshallah all of us humans are not selfish or anything. We don't do any of those bad stuff. I'm not trying to tell you this just because I want content. I am also telling you this so I wish for all of you to get lots of stuff, lots of things that you want, and yeah, inshallah that happens. Inshallah all of you understand what I'm saying, and inshallah this really helps you. All this positive stuff you can't do right now. All you have to do is please just pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get rid of the coronavirus and make it safe for all humans. This is another good thing, like an extreme good thing. You're praying to Allah, begging Allah, making dua so you can get rid of the coronavirus for everyone in the world. That is literally the best thing that you could have done. Inshallah this helps you a lot, and this really is eye-catching and also makes you feel more better. Okay, so right now I am going to see Surah Fatiha. I want everyone to repeat me, so yeah, just like as if we are just like saying it like to Allah, as if we're saying Surah Fatiha just for Allah to get rid of the coronavirus. Like, it might work, it might not work. Like, we have to beg him. Like, come on. Okay, I'm gonna start. Repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. So guys, inshallah this helped. Inshallah Allah had that. If you guys did it, please comment down if you guys did it. Inshallah Allah hears all of that stuff that we are doing. All of this is just keep on saying surahs. This will help get rid of the coronavirus at the same time, because Allah will hear it and He will understand what the pain that we all of us humans are going through. Alhamdulillah, this video helped. I really want to go outside. I miss going outside. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, all of you miss going outside, because usually it's rainy and stuff, and literally we want to go outside because it might be sunny outside, you never know. And for me it's really hot and I feel like going outside, and the coronavirus, I'm self-isolating. I'm really sad about not going there. And yeah, inshallah, please, inshallah, help my channel grow at the same time. Inshallah, this was helping you a lot to be a better person. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, this helped, and yeah, I'll see you lot in my next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bye. And also everyone, I'm going to put this background at least for 5 minutes. Watch it, and inshallah this reminds you about Allah and what He created. Jazakallahu khairan for listening.
ربنا يا ربنا ربنا يا ربنا ربنا يا ربنا
Baitul Aman Tube. Revive the Islamic culture.
ربنا يا